I love Florence Pugh. I think she is just phenomenal. Little Women is one of my favorite movies. I just got around to watching Thunderbolts like last week, which is one of the best movies that Marvel has put out in a while. I haven't seen Midsommar because I generally try to avoid things that I suspect will emotionally scar or just flat out disturb me. But I know that that was the movie that initially started gaining her a lot of attention, and even without having seen it, I have heard her praises sung for that role especially. But while I think that Florence is an incredibly talented actress, it does kind of feel like she has been in absolutely everything for the past 3 years. Now, this is not a problem that is specific to Florence, and she's far from the worst case of it. I mean, she's no Pedro Pascal. But Hollywood seems to have fallen into this pattern of recycling the same 10 actors for every project. Part of the problem with this obsession to put the absolute biggest names into everything is that they are hiring actors based on their names instead of their suitability for the role. Regardless of talent, not all actors are suited for every role. You hear people talking about iPhone face and complaining about actors with iPhone face being cast in period pieces. That's kind of how I feel about Florence Pugh being cast in Dune. Not that she has iPhone face. Like I said, I loved her in Little Women. But while Dune may not exactly be a period piece, it does have a very specific aesthetic, and Florence just didn't really seem to fit the world to me. Dune is also a huge example of movies just absolutely stacking their cast to try and draw people in, especially part two, with the additions of Florence Pugh, Austin Butler, Christopher Walken, and even Anya Taylor-Joy for like a millisecond. All of a sudden it's starting to become, look how many big names we have in our movie, instead of, look at how great this story is and how well we told it. Florence Pugh is an incredible actress, and she deserves all of her success, as do many of the other actors who this problem applies to. But also, lesser known actors deserve fair opportunities, and we as the audience deserve some variety. Well, I'm not sure what the audience can really claim to deserve, but it sure be nice. This is not a video to pick on Florence Pugh. Like I said, I absolutely adore her, and I do not mean to imply in any way that she has not earned the success that she so clearly has. I realize that Florence is actually still quite young, and she's really only been big for the last 6 years or so. I do not fault her at all for capitalizing on her success and taking these roles that are coming her way. I mean, doing Oppenheimer and Dune back to back? Who would say no to that? This is more about a problem with the Hollywood system as a whole and how they go about casting their movies.